Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to the beautiful people out there in this beautiful world of YouTube. Let's get started. Today is January 17th. It is 8:31. It is 36 degrees in the Bronx, New York. A beautiful day to shine. Welcome one, welcome all. Shout out to the replay gang. I don't want to forget you ever. Shout out to the bush watchers and shout out to the podcast listeners. I hope everyone is having a beautiful day. Good morning, good times. Good morning, convos with Candace. Good morning, Dana Dane. Good morning, ladies. Thank you for coming by. Candace, you got my text. I sent you a little text just so you won't be caught off guard. Trying to do my due diligence and be how you say courteous and send you a text to let you know I'm going live. So how's everyone doing? I hope Okay. I hope everyone is having a beautiful morning, a start to your morning. I wasn't here for a couple of days. That's, you know, it's not because, some people say they take a break from YouTube for their mental health. That's not me. My mental health is strong. I just like to relax, lay back, and watch YouTube from a distance. But we're going to get into it today. So I'm trying to bring up the disclaimer. Good morning, Brittany. Good morning, Lasagna. Lasagna, I was thinking about you yesterday, Lasagna. Are you a Gemini? Because I remember you telling me that you was a Gemini. Are you a Gemini? Thank you, Lasagna, if you are. Because I was like, I know you for many other things, but I just wanted to know if you was a Gemini. Because I think you told me that. I wanted to get into this. Good morning to the people that's coming in and just coming by to, show they support. Good morning, Brittany. Did I say Brittany? Okay. Yes. Okay. See, I'm getting to know my chat. I appreciate everyone that's here. I'm going to read the disclaimer in a few minutes because I know that once I get off this live, I'll probably come back in a couple of days and it's going to be a little bit how you say it hood, and it's going to be a little bit ratchet. It's going to be a little bit disgusting. So before we proceed, I just hope everyone that's in here know what they are in for. I appreciate you being here because I have to clear up some things and I have to bury some people alive. That's it. That's all. If you have a leader and you look up to that leader and you praise that leader, whoever it is or whoever it may be, this person may be included in this live. Good morning, Sheila. I think it's enough people in here. 26 people is good enough for me. We could just proceed. Let me read the disclaimer. Let me clear my throat. Oh gosh, copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Okay, fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Thank you. If I have your attention, please stay with me. Listen, before I get started, it's only right that I send my condolences to Miss Holla, family, and friends and supporters. She passed away. We all knew that she would be passing and making her transition, and I hope it was peaceful transition. And she's no longer suffering. So my condolences to Miss Holla family and her supporters, and she was loved and she will be missed. And she lived a long life, a long, beautiful life. She lived to, quite 100, which is a beautiful age. I think living to 100 is absolutely beautiful. And, she was 97 years old when she passed at the time of her death. So my condolences to Miss Holla and her family. So listen, I thought about coming live because I couldn't come live. Zachary was home, and I like to, come live when Zachary's not around. It'd be less distractions, and I could say what I want to say, how I want to say it, without him picking up my language. So, the last time I went live, we was talking about the bleacher. Y'all know who the bleacher is. We call her Chase. Listen, Chase is a disgusting person. She can't help herself. She is a true psychopath and a true psychotic person. She have no discipline. She has no structure. She has no. I don't think she even have family or friends that really love her because she is repulsive. She is intolerant. She is actually dizzy. She's all over the place. That is not like that's you in and out. You hey Coco Love. Hey Sheila Alston. I don't want to say the last names. I just say Coco Love. That's a nickname. Sheila. Hi Sheila. How you doing? Thank you for coming by. Um so Chase the Bleacher, the Ambulance Chaser, the Back Page Hoe, the the Dumpster Diver, the Munch. She's a munch. She's confused. Either she want to be a cocksucker or a munch. I understand. I don't care if you're a lesbian or not, but you alternate between sucking cock and chomping down. She made some, I don't insults about me and my family, which I don't like give credence to, but she's kind of stupid in her commentary. She don't think about the things she say or the things she do. And I want to clear up some things between everyone. Again, this is my mod. Um for Chase to think that she can gaslight or even try to bully my mod into thinking or trying to confuse her as to what side she's supposed to be on. For me, I don't take any of this personally. For me, I don't hold nobody in high regard. For me, I have no sympathy in this regards to anyone on this platform, especially when it comes to commentary and going back and forth. This is not a beef between me and this psychopath. This bitch is all over the place. She's all over the place. Okay. If she's not all over the place, then she will have her mind made up as to what she want to do. She is absolutely disgusting. She made some remarks about me and my son, about me and my father. Now, what if I was to go into my alternative personality and talk about her daughter the way she talk about other people's kids? What if I was to just go off because this bitch is unhinged, okay? She's unhinged. She is a true psycho all the way through. Okay, good morning, just me. She says some stupid ass things pertaining to me and my family. Like, don't worry about me and my family, because I'm not worried about you or your family. You're a sick woman. We all knew you was crazy from the time you made a statement, bringing up a tragedy of someone's kid's death. Okay, now what if I was to be evil and mean and malicious and vicious? Am I thinking like you are? Because that's how you are in real life, hoe. You're a hoe. You're the biggest hoe on this platform. You've been flung around from side to side. You was booted from one side and you was recruited from the other side. Now you doing footwork. Now you doing pimp work, simp work. That's what you do, right? So you made a comment that I was waiting. Which paraphrasing, that I was waiting for my father to die because I want to get a project apartment. You definitely don't know what you're talking about. I'm not going to confirm or deny if I live in a project, but that's for you to figure out and for you to dumpster dive and get that info and bring it to your ignorant band of followers, because that's all they are. Stupid sister. If you are a dope sister, you are a stupid sister. And that has just been proven a fact that dope means stupid. Okay. Now you want to go into the territory of talking about me and my son, which is okay. We know you don't know no better. We know you are unhinged. We know you are rattled. We know your brain is confused, right? So what if we just so happen to pick one or the other about you or your daughter, right? And bury you or that person alive, your daughter alive, right? Right? We bury you alive, hoe, right? And dig you up and make your daughter, suck you off. You whore. You're a disgusting, filthy pig. That's what you are. You have nothing else better than do, right? You drive in the middle lane, talking shit. All right, the faces you put up of yourself is totally different from what we have seen. Either you are a human or you're not, right? You're overweight, you're fat, and you're bleacher. You bleach your skin. Anybody that knows about your culture knows that you are true to that. You're a disgusting, filthy whore. I don't care if you working for Roz or not. Roz means nothing to me. I lost respect for her for teaming up with you, a bitch like you who want to portray as have something going on. right? You don't have that much going on for yourself. This is the last time I will be speaking about this bitch, because hopefully we can bury her alive. Her daughter could dig her up and feed her to whoever want to eat her. Okay? You are simply disgusting. As far as talking about my children and my life, we don't care. We don't know you. You can say whatever you want to say, right? Because you are simply lost. You are lost, right? So we all know that you're a snake. We all know that you're sneaky. We all know that you are not to be trusted, even though you can't really do anything because you don't have that power, because you are the biggest hoe on this side of YouTube. You do what you are told to do, and you do it very well. Okay, you hashtag dope sisters, stupid sisters, and Rod Squad, right? The portion of the Rod Squad that supports you and think that you make a difference, or you and Roz are called the truth. Who cares? That's your stupidity. That was the stupidest thing Roz could have ever did on this platform. It's like made amends with you and made it so that y'all all put the past to the side. Okay. Leslie Jordan, oh my gosh. I can't listen when they come up in here so early in the morning with their comments and it's accurate and on point. I can't help it. Let's see. Leslie Jordan, they definitely bleach their face, look like ghosts, but look at their fingers. You can't see the dark skin. This woman, exactly. This woman that put up like 5 different pictures of her. We know that you bleach your skin. You are sick in your head. All that bleach is going to your brain and you can't help it. Maga gal. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up with the Jamaican culture. I'm not new to this. I'm not Jamaican, but I know the Jamaican culture really well. She know what I'm talking about. She knows she's a bleacher. She knows she's a whore, a slut, a scum bucket. That's what she is. That's what she's good for. Okay, your followers, your ignorant band of followers is just as stupid as you. I mean, of course, they need to steer away and steer clear of my platform because I'm not scared of nobody. I was just met with this. I came forward because when Candace went live a couple of days ago to make peace with you and that demon, Mel the demon, I wouldn't put it past Chase the whore, the back page whore, and I wouldn't put it past what Mel the demon if you're not munching on each other. Okay, you are not special to none of us. Good morning, everyone. Right, especially in New York, you see Caribbeans looking like ghosts. They do, don't she? Yo, oh my goodness, Leslie Jordan, thank you for warming up the chat. That brings me to this point right here and right now. Okay, Leslie, I see your comment, but let me go to good time. She is definitely evil, definitely mostly evil. You know, she's empty inside. She's lonely inside. She functions on evil. Her mouth is disgusting. My mouth is disgusting too. But the things that she think of is not like it's not normal. The things that she say is not like in reality, right? So if you're a type of person that's gonna say, "Oh, go dig up your son and suck him off," like and you know this woman put her son to rest. Like, what if your daughter was buried alive and you had to go dig her up and suck her off? Okay, bitch, you whore. You're the biggest whore on this platform. Okay, and that brings me to this point. Let me go back. Let me go back to Leslie, especially in New York. You see Caribbeans looking like ghosts. They do. And that's nothing towards Jamaicans, but I know that she bleached her skin. And this brings me to my point. When that whore first put out her picture, I looked at it for 10 seconds and I said, nah, she not pretty at all. I don't find her pretty at all. Everybody's like, oh, she cute, she beautiful. Only when she put out that picture, I wasn't upset with Sweet Tea. Shout out to Sweet Tea. I heard your commentary. You are good at what you do. Nobody could roast like you and Sharita. Y'all just have it. Yeah, it's just yours. I'm not a good roaster like that, but I can practice on a whore like what's her name? The back page whore, Chase, right? So when she put out that picture and Sweet Tea was like, oh, Chase is a baddie, I was like, oh my goodness, Sweet Tea jumped the gun. She didn't look at this whore long enough. And when you first put out the picture, I was like, oh, this bitch bleached her skin. She bleaches her skin. There's no way in the hell that she does not bleach her skin looking like that. Your discoloration tells for itself. You put out 6 different looks of you. You look totally different in every one of them. Okay? Patricia. Patricia is in the building. Good morning, Bronx girl in chat. Happy Tuesday, peeps. Happy Tuesday, Patricia. Leslie Jordan. But when the bleach women have their babies, the real color is there. The baby daddy be thinking they light skin and they rush up when the baby. Exactly. Maybe she got a baby by Jamaican man, because they accept that. No American man, American man, whatever. Men are men. We're not going to even but I'm just saying, she's a nasty, disgusting, filthy whore. She hate her skin. She hate black women, especially black American women. Okay. She hates black American women. She using the black American woman that she stole from Roz, and to motivate and grow her channel, right? She's going to be stagnant for a long time. And that's just my opinion. Bronx. She also posted a pic of Roz's mother and called her a crackhead. Roz cried. That's why I don't understand how she's teamed up with the ghost. She is a ghost. Roz is gullible and naive, and she may think calling the truth is acceptable to make it look like she's the bigger person. I'm not calling truth with nobody. I did on my other page, and I saw how fast, fake, and phony people were when you call a truce, right? So when you call a truce with someone, you thinking you putting everything behind you. You calling the truce with someone, you don't have to team up with them, and you don't have to emerge with them. You don't have to isolate yourself with them. The stupid sisters are a true cult. They don't care. They are a true cult. I see your comments. I see this freaking hoe, the biggest hoe on YouTube, on this sector, on this side, because she is the biggest hoe on this side, on this sector, right? She hoes for which her views and simp for her views and her content, right? How is it that you already hashtagging the cult squad, the portion of it, because that's the only people that's following you is a cult. You are a true cult, right? And too bad Roz don't see that. Roz, she should acknowledge that she have cult like following, because it's the truth. Good morning, purpose driven. Good morning, Doris. How are you? Bronx. Oh, I read that one. Good morning, purpose driven. Good times, exactly. Like, it's sad because, like, I heard Roz this morning. Like, Roz, you crumbling, you fumbling, you becoming something that many people admire you for your leadership. That's like being taken away from you. I heard you cursing, calling people hood boogers, talking about stop hashtagging me. You are only getting what you put out, right? If y'all want to talk about karma, if you want to talk about manifestation, if you want to talk about the cult slangs that y'all use, like Roz, I was like, oh no, you mad because people are hashtagging you. You are mad about people talking about your parenting when you spent a year talking about someone parenting and so-called advice, which I haven't listened to in full totality, and when I won't ever listen to anyone talk about anyone's parent in full totality. I'm sorry, you're just not qualified. You're not an expert. I don't think you have to give someone advice every single day, every moment of their life. Okay, that's it. That's all. Good morning, Geraldine. She said, good morning, Doris, and everyone in the chat. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Thank you. Thank you, Sharon and Leona. I appreciate you coming to the chat. Like, when she said that my baby is not in my custody, like, what was the purpose of that? Right? That's stupid. That goes to show your mindset and your mentality. I wasn't even upset about that. I just thought it was stupid that you feed your audience, your community, this outlandish lies with no freaking proof to show. Like, even if you do go digging deep, and fall down and you hit your head on Mel the Demon twat, because I know y'all munching on each other, like y'all tag team each other as if y'all doing something that's so wonderful and extraordinary. Y'all bitches are hood rats. That's what y'all bitches are. You hood rats. You ratchet hoes. That's all you good for. Okay? Like, what's the purpose? Like, when I heard you saying that about my father, I'm like, nah, that bitch is sick in her head. I'm waiting on my father. I'm waiting on my father to die so I could get a project apartment. Prove it, ho. Right? So what if your daughter perished before you? So that means that we would have to bury her, right? I mean, you would have to bury her because you're so freaking prestigious and you have so much. You would have to bury her, right? Without asking for a GoFundMe or without asking for that public help to put your daughter down 6 feet deep, right? And you told Roz to go dig up her son and suck him off, right? So what if you had to do that, bury your daughter, and we tell you to dig her up and suck her off? You are sick, ho. That's what you are. Good morning, Libra. Libra. Sorry, just me. Good morning, Libra 4. Good morning, and everyone in the chat. Libra's in the building. Just me says she thinks she can post everyone info. Whoa. She thinks she can post everyone info, but want to stay hidden. I'll be glad when they find her ass. Right. That was a horrible thing to say about your father. Like, fuck her daughter. You know what I mean? Didn't I tell y'all if anyone ever say anything about my child, I'm gonna say fuck them and you. No, but we're gonna go a little bit further, right? Because Roz don't seem to think this is not normal for a bitch like this, a whore that you picked up out of the fucking dumpster and teamed up with this whore, this slut, this scum bucket, this munch. This bitch don't know if she's a cocksucker or a munch. I know how that go. I'm not a full-blown lesbian, but I have been with girls. But you are a munch, okay? You are disgusting and filthy. So let's go have it. Let's go at it. Because Roz don't seem to put this whore in check when it comes to speaking out the both sides of her mouth. Okay, let's say we bury your daughter and give Mac Myron, may he rest in peace, a soulmate, right? Because they say when you die, that's when you meet your soulmate. We'll bury your slut daughter because she got to be a slut just like you, right? The apple don't fall too far from the tree, right? Bury her and dig her up, and you munch on her, you slut. Okay. See, your words don't harm me or hurt me because I know a bitch like you are predictable, you are transparent, you want people to have and think that you have something going on for yourself. All you do is feed your worship, your ignorant band of worshipers, your followers, pictures. You have nothing of substance. You have nothing of substance. Okay, read them, Bronx girl. I'm definitely in the right place to be in this morning. Virgo, I was thinking about you. I haven't seen you in a little bit. Top of the morning, Bronx. Stop to hit the like, stay up, queen. Thank you. Always walk in peace. Thank you, Virgo, for coming by. But she thinks it's wrong to say something about her kids, but can't speak on other people. Right. Her daughter, right, is supposed to be a doctor, right? What if they have to slut her out, right? Have to slut her out so she could get her degree. She probably, because doctors and lawyers and interns, they all fucking each other. That's what they do. That's what they about. Right? So your daughter probably have to slut herself out because you can't afford tuition or you can't afford her bills. Like you slut ass hoe. And Roz, you should be ashamed of yourself, even mixing and mingling with a bitch like this that speaks so terribly about people. I don't talk like that, but I encourage when you want to say things about my child that has nothing to do with you, and your child is grown and adult and take responsibility, which she has nothing to do with. All right. I'm just giving you a perspective. I'm just showing you that you can get it just as well as anyone on this platform. None of you bitches mean nothing to me, especially if you're on the side. If you're on a cult side, if you're on a freaking dope, stupid sister side, fuck you all. Okay. Fuck you all. Bronx with a mentality like her. What school you think she went to in New York? The worst probably school. Like that's how she was. She's like dead inside. That bitch is dead inside. She have nothing going for herself. I don't give a fuck if that whole ride in the middle lane in New York or not. Like, bitch, your wires could be cut and you could be like easily like let off a cliff. Okay, talking about you gonna pay somebody to come find you. Come find you and what? Shoot you? And take you out to misery because you're miserable, you're confused, you're scumbucket, you're crazy, you're deranged and demented. Anybody that stand before people, hundreds of people, thousands of people, and talk like you do and think like you do, there is a inner, deeper problem. Let me go to the comments. I'm listening to this page and all. Leslie, I only came out of the bushes to address your racist comments. OMG. Hope that you're not teaching your children. I can't think for myself. What did if you're still here, Leslie Jordan say that was racist? Let me see what Leslie Jordan say that was racist. Because you know what? We only deal with facts over here. And that's where we start. That's why they so mad, because we only present facts. Right? I don't go digging deep, dumpster diving about nobody info. I don't care what you did in your past. I don't care what you're doing in your present. If you put it on YouTube and I think it's worth talking about or confronting the issue, I'll talk about it. But this bleaching asshole, but this whore that was recruited and booted in the same day, right? Because she has no freaking friends or family. She's a lonely bitch that's dead inside and how you say it? Deteriorating, right? Slowly but surely, talking about people's families, because this is not the first time that she has spoken about someone's family or even wished death upon them. Let's wish death upon this bitch, right? And we'll sit back and say, oh my goodness, her cult follow. Oh my goodness, Chase was so sweet. That whore was nothing sweet. She's a freaking disgusting person. She's an evil, wicked, disgusting person. And that's not a compliment. These are actual facts. You sick hoe. Not bleaching it. I love my chat. I swear I do. I love my chat. Wait, not bleaching asshole, a bleaching asshole. Then when you know what them call them? A bleacher, a dirty mouth gal. That's what she is, okay? Where's the facts? What you mean, where's the facts? If you look at her and compare her skin, if you look at that first picture she picked out, I can't think for myself. And she's standing up. That's when I was like, Sweet Tea was like, oh, she a baddie. I was like, okay, Sweet Tea. She said that. That's when Sweet Tea, I don't think Sweet Tea's a jealous woman. I think she's a support woman. When she said that, I was like, okay, Sweet Tea's a nice woman. But I only looked at it for 10 seconds. I was like, that bitch is overweight. She's fat and she bleached her skin and her teeth are cracked. Okay? If you excuse me, I can think for myself. If you look at her pictures and if you look at her skin tone, maybe she have vitiligo or something. Let's just say that. Bleaching, you mean she want, them a bleach out them skin, them a bleach. Right, that's what I'm saying. Personally, I hate coming for anyone, culture or skin, never carry on. The facts are the facts. What do you hate the most? I can think for myself, because I'm gonna go back to Leslie. Do you hate when people come for people cultures, or do you hate when people wish death on somebody's family? Okay, so where's Leslie Jordan? That is not racist. This is not racist. It's the truth. Some Caribbeans bleach their skin. You know what? Excuse me, Leslie Jordan. That is a part of their culture. They have done documentaries on this. They have even went far as to see the process of these people bleaching their skin, right? So you telling me that if she's not bleaching her skin, she have the same disease that Michael Jackson had, vitiligo? So you mean to tell me that she don't even look high yellow? She looked like she had discoloration all through her skin, right? You can tell the difference. Look at the last picture she put up in her live and then compare it to another picture. I'm not okay. I'm not even trying to be funny here. This could be a topic. We use you bitches like the bleacher, the bleacher, and we talk about that. That's how we use you as content in the right way. And this is informational. This is educational purposes. Okay? She do a lot of photoshopping and complains. Leah photoshops her pics. Oh, okay. See, purpose driven. Put some light on it. She do a lot of photoshopping, but she didn't expect me to know that hoe is a bleacher, right? So Leslie, excuse me, what's her name? Not Leslie. Okay, I can think for myself. So you mean to tell me it's okay for her to wish death upon someone, family that has nothing to do with anything, or she can speak about the dead and in the way that she has spoken about it is so disrespectful. But we pointing out little details that this freaking whore could be well possibly a bleacher. The one that hate herself. She's very insecure. She don't like the way she look. She know in Jamaica, you have to be light, bright, and light and bright to be accepted. Right? Maybe she don't bleach her skin, but I'm going to go with she bleaching her skin, because anyone that's lonely, dark, and evil and hateful inside, they have to cover their insecurities. I have insecurities. We all have insecurities, but I don't know if we take that drastic measure of hiding our insecurities, right? So my confidence may mask my insecurities, but I still have respect for people. I can think for myself. You know what I mean? Like, she's like 50 Shades of the Ghost. All right. Purpose driven. I'm putting you on timeout. Okay. All right. Listen. All right. So I could think for myself, Bronx, you have stated some ruthless stuff online. No, I'm doing commentary. I don't just come out being ruthless. I wait for opening. I wait for a chance to rebut, right? I never spoke about that whole family. I only spoke about her and the content that she produces, right? So if my hand is forced, excuse me, I can't think for myself. I don't have a problem with doing it. And I don't have a problem with saying I'm ruthless, right? I thought about this long and hard before I did it. She said that I'm waiting for my father to die so I could get a project apartment. She said that, oh, my son is not in my custody, right? That doesn't mean anything to me. So when I come out and I rebut and I go against what she said, it's a problem. I am ruthless and I am proud of it. I protect my subscribers, excuse me, not my supporters, my community that has been with me and know that my commentary is based on facts and facts alone, with my opinion inserted in it. I can think for myself. She changed her skin, her teeth. What else? Her butt and boobs. Right. I could tell that that is not her real body. Right. I know that she probably had some work done, a cosmetic procedure. She probably had her ass BBL. Right. You talking about Chase, yet mention Mac Myron, which has nothing to do with your comments are disgusting. No, my comments are not disgusting, Tony L. I said, if she said that I'm waiting for my father to die so I could get in the project apartment, paraphrasing, right? I said, long live Mac Myron, may he rest peacefully. Because remember this whore who's out of control, this unhinged whore, this one who's not aware of what she say, the one who has no control, no discipline in her commentary. She said that Roz needs to go dig up Mac Myron, may he rest peacefully, right? And suck him off. I said, oh, what if her daughter perished before her and she has to bury her daughter and dig her up and suck her off? I just said maybe we need to give Mac Myron a soulmate, right? So that whore, the only whore on this sector, because she's the only whore on this sector, believe what I say, that have spoken so terribly. I have heard other people talk about Roz, excuse me, son and his untimely death, his tragic death. But this whore is outrageous with her comments, right? So what if we put it in perspective that she has to bury her daughter, right? Because she said, I'm waiting for my father to die so I could get the project apartment, right? So what if we use her daughter as an example of her daughter dying, right? And then her daughter perished, and her daughter deceased and go into transition into the next life. And she have to dig up her daughter to suck her off, right? I just gave Mac Myron a soulmate, right? Because you know what? Once you know, if you experience the same tragedy that you speaking about someone else, maybe you have a different outlook. The fuck y'all talking about? Wait, good morning, Mary. It's disgusting. It's all disgusting. No one is special, Tony. We all got it. We all are disgusting. We all are irresponsible in our commentary. We are all ruthless. In order to be on this side sector, you have to be ruthless and disgusting. And I take delight in it. They do have selective hearing. All of this shit is not for me. I live for it. On the time I'm on live. After I log off, I don't give a fuck about it, Candace. I don't care about none of these unhinged whores. I don't care none about these dumbass, empty, blank, empty, dark souls. None of that. Okay? Let's see. Leave your son out of this crap. That's her only defense, messing with folks, family members, signs of a weak bitch. No purpose driven. She said that my son is not with me. I'm paraphrasing, and that I get custody of him. Okay, let's, because he's a baby. He don't know what's going on. He probably laugh at her in her face and ask her if she's okay. Like, back page whore, are you okay? Do you need a pill? Do you need a downer? Do you need your medication? Because I believe this whore has to be on medication, the way she think and the way she portray her freaking commentary. I don't give a fuck. Right? I thought it was funny when she was saying all that shit. But now that I'm saying I'm so disgusting, I'm so ruthless, I am. that's just scratching the motherfucking surface. Y'all don't know how ruthless I could be. I thought about this before I came up here. That's how ruthless I am to say what I was going to say. Like, don't you ever, you back page whore, you bleaching ass whore, you overweight lover MC, okay? You are not all what you cracked up to be. You are a sneaky ass snake. That's what you are. You are one of those little, and you're not even a big snake. You're a garden snake. So you don't even have that much pressure. And the people talking about put the pressure on, bitch. All you do is feed pictures. Like, why don't you speak from your gut? Like, I heard you saying, like, oh, let me just speak for yourself. I am speaking for myself. If you in here to defend a bad page whore, if you in here to speak for someone that is crazy and unhinged and oh yeah, that brings me to this point. So let's just think about this for a moment. A back page whore like this, with her mindset and her mentality, a slithering snake. Thank you. A slithering snake. That's there you go. A slithering snake. I got that was a tongue twister, Patricia. You know what I mean? Wouldn't you consider the fact that this back page whore, this bleacher, this unhinged, evil, wicked demon, right? Let's throw this bitch into the abyss. Let's throw this bitch into the pits of hell. Okay, right now, let me throw up some fire. Let me throw up some fire for this hoe, because I'm about to let you know, bitch. After I get off this live, I wouldn't give a fuck what you say. I never do. Okay, this right here that I'm throwing up, we're about to throw this bitch into the abyss. We are about to throw this bitch into the pits of hell. Okay, we're not going to save this hoe at all. Not at all. All right, like, you already put yourself in that situation. You should already know that I have no type of feelings for you. I would never have feelings for you. You munch cock sucking hoe. That's what you are, hoe. Okay. Just me. We on the same freaking wavelength. You threw it up, I threw it up. Let's throw this bitch into the abyss. Let's throw her into the pits of hell, right? Have anyone ever considered the fact that this whore, right, could be a child molester, allegedly? How is it that you tell someone to dig up their son and suck him off? That is a child. Your mindset is absolutely corrupt and distorted, whore. Okay, you get on your live and talk about people in the worst way, and people sit there, oh, Chase always got the receipts, put the pressure on them. Chase, like, bitch, I looked at your picture. I don't know if you're my age, because I'm 42 and I feel good. I thought this bitch was older than Roz. Did y'all see the last picture that she put up? Her freaking fluffy face. Ocean called her fluffy, but that bitch was fluffy in that picture. You need to know how to pose for your pictures, because you look like your angles are twisted. Okay? Your angles are twisted, right? You are an overweight lover MC. Throw this bitch into the abyss. That's where you belong, into the pits of hell. You evil, wicked demon. Your character, your integrity, your morals and values are disgusting. Wait, let me see. Oh, Lois. Good morning, Lois. Good morning, everyone that's coming into the chat. Bronx, that was a very disturbing thing for her to say. Yeah, she don't have no decorum. Excuse me, just me. She don't have no decorum. She don't have no structure. She don't have no discipline. Right. So when I come back and rebut Jessica, let me see. Original Lou is in the building. How you doing, Original Lou? Overweight lover in the house. Have you seen? No, listen. She has a nerve, and I'm overweight myself. Before I had Zachary, after I had Zachary, I was 200 pounds. After I had Zachary, I lost over 80 pounds. And during the pandemic, I gained back 30, right? So I don't have a problem with overweight. Everybody's overweight in a little shape, form, or fashion. But she thinks she's beautiful. She thinks she's a pageant queen. She thinks she's a freaking model. She is a doof bucket. She's a doofus, right? So I heard, I don't want to bring Sweet Tea into this, because Sweet Tea is a roaster. Sharita is a roaster. They are good at what they do. I'm practicing on that back page whore right now, because I'm learning how to roast people, right? So this back page whore, I heard Sweet Tea say, and I'm not even trying to bring Sweet Tea into this. Like, shout out to Sweet Tea and her babies and her family. Like, may you have all the joy and luck for this year with your new family and the new additions to your family, right? So I heard I heard Sweet Tea say that This back page whore sides is all fucked up, the insides are all fucked up. So that means this hoe can't go half on a baby, not because she's a munch, not because she's a cocksucker. That means because her insides are twisted, and that means that she probably cannot bear another child. Who will want to come out her canal? Right, with all that talk she's doing. And I hope, well, that dirty, disgusting mouth that you have and you project onto the world, you're not munching Mel the freaking demon like that, because she's gonna get bacteria and she's gonna break out. You disgusting, filthy scum bucket. That's what you are, bitch. You're disgusting, filthy scum bucket. I'm doing this for fun. I think it was that's what she is. I don't think I could pin that because of the word, but that's what she is, a back page whore. This is an actual this is an actual let me see, that exists. Like OnlyFans, she's filthy and she's a scum bucket. She's only like qualified to do back page, like a back page whore, right? So she's not even qualified to do OnlyFans because she's a scum bucket. All right. She's a scum bucket, right? So when they started calling her Chad or whatever, dishing out local trash, dishing out Looney Tunes, dishing out whatever you are, dishing out lesbians, tendencies, whatever you are, whore. You're a whore. It doesn't change the fact that you're a whore. It doesn't change the fact that you lead with your stupidity. I don't give a fuck about how anyone feel about me going after this whore. Right? You should consider that when she told a woman that lost her son tragically to go dig him up, because that's stuck in a lot of people's minds, right? You don't hear nobody else saying nothing about any. They'll say, oh, well, Sharita posted a casket, whatever. I'm focused on this whore right here that told a mother to go dig up her son and suck him off. A child molester, allegedly. You sick bitch. You're sick. She probably one of them people that hang out in Central Park. She do. Good morning, Miss Chocolate. How are you doing this morning? I love when I hear Sweet Tea say Mrs. Dingaling. Oh my gosh, this chat is off the hook. I'm sorry, but she looks like a horse. Right. Exactly. Oh, you know what? And you know what? I got confused because her names is dishing out local trash, dishing out whatever, lunacy and whatever. I want to get it right. But dishing out lesbians, tendencies, dishing out lesbian tongue. Dishing out lesbian tongue. I just came up with this. I just came up with this myself. On point. Dishing out lesbian tongue. Right? Dishing out lesbian tongue. You're a sick woman. You are unhinged. You don't know if you're going or coming, right? You should. When you talked about my dad, I was like, oh my gosh. So when I told my father, I was like, oh, this woman saying that, you living with your dad, and he just thought it was funny. But I didn't tell him the part when you said that, oh, I'm waiting for him to die to get a project apartment. He would have went in, not on you, but he would have been like, you listening to these stupid ass people? I'm like, that's exactly what she is, stupid. So we don't take nothing she say seriously. We know that her commentary is embedded in the gutter. She's a gutter rat hoe. Right? And then she got her ignorant band of followers praising her. Show us a picture of someone unflattering. Show us a picture of someone like, and that's what it is, and that's what she does. A horse with a plastic veneer. Dishing out lunatic tea. A horse with a plastic veneer. Exactly. We could get you and we could ride you over here. Okay. I mostly came to speak forward for the simple fact that when Candace came forward to speak her piece, to say, because the chat was saying that she's a snake, whatever, and and then you trying to gaslight Candace, and you trying to manipulate, and you trying to like use your little filthy words that you use on your back page, as a whore to dissuade her and come between us. Nobody could come between me and Candace, right? So if I say anything about Roz, I'm going to stick by what I say. I make no apologies about it, right? No one can make me think and sit back and say, Bronx girl, you should have never said that, right? You should have never said that, Bronx girl. Fuck what I said. You just listen to what I say, Okay, get the message. The message is I'm going to speak about anybody I want to speak about whenever I want to speak about them, whether it's good or bad. Candace has nothing to do with what I speak about, right? Don't try to put her in the middle of it. You already in the middle. You tongue licker, you cocksucker, you munch. Okay, you punani liquor. That's what you do. You lick punani. You dishing out. What okay, here we go. Dishing out lunatic tea. Exactly. You see how sharp and witty my chat is? Your chat can't compare to this. All your chat is say stupid shit. You bring up old shit that's already buried, right? And do I make any apologies for me talking about your daughter? No. But I want you to put things into perspective, you back page whore. You're not even qualified for OnlyFans because you're a filthy scumbag, right? That's the only thing that you will ever do is be a whore on YouTube and be a back page whore to make ends meet. We don't care about your family or what you do and how you do it, right? We know that you are definitely dishing out lesbian tongue, okay? Dish out your lesbian tongue to Mel the Demon because she has a lot to say also. I don't care about you, the way you walk, the way you talk, but the way you think gives me the impression that you're just stupid. Okay, that's it. That's all. Okay. Good morning, Fanny. Good morning. How are you? Everyone is joining. Good morning. It's just me saying good morning. Jenny from the block. Did I say good morning to you, Jenny from the block? Good morning, Jenny from the block. Oh my goodness. You know what I mean? We don't play over here. If you are in this chat and when I say that you want to comment, you definitely have to be ruthless in your comment in your comments, right? Just be like so it could be a little bit more acceptable so they won't like shut my channel down because that's what it's going to come to because I have said some nasty terrible things like calling her alleged child abuser. I will start thinking that she's a child abuser. The fact that she told someone to suck their own child off. I would think that she's a back page whore for the simple fact that she got slutted out on YouTube, right? Those are all the traits of a whore. You got booted from one side to the other side. Ding a ling a ling, right? So when and I'm not going to even bring up Sweet Tea because, she has nothing to do with this. But I heard her last live and she is good at what she do. I'm not nothing near that, right? But what I'm saying is this child molester who can't go half on a baby, right? Because your insides are twisted and fried, right? We'll put them in a platter and fry them up like an egg. You sick bitch. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. I be damn dishing out lesbian talk. That's a dishing out lesbian tongue, right? I can't even click on it. I'll be damn. All right, here we go. I can't even click on it. So that's what it's called, dishing out lesbian tongue, or it was originally called dishing out local trash, dishing out lunatic tea, right? Dishing out little, I don't know. You will come back. This is my last time speaking about this whore, and I have nothing else to say. You should be careful of how you speak to people and how you speak on their family. Like we don't care over here. We think you stupid. We think you're a lunatic. Thank you for that word, a lunatic who drinks lunatic tea. And then you have the nerve to pour it out in your chat. And then the stupid sisters drink it up and they accept it. And they think that's okay for you to talk and speak like the way you do. It's never acceptable for a whore to speak like you do. A back page whore talking about I'm waiting for my father to die and that my child is not in my custody and I'm doing this and all that shit. But what about you? We know nothing about you. We know that you want to pay people to come find you, put a bounty on your head and take you out, right? That's what I'm saying. Put into perspective when you talk about people's children. Your daughter has nothing to do with this, right? But she's a part of you. So I guess we have to involve her some way or another. And I would say this once and for all. What if we have to give Mac Myron, and I'm not talking about him in the worst way. So when Roz, if this shit get back to her, you need to hear it clearly. What if her daughter perish before untimely and tragically, and we have to bury her, and then dig her up so her mother can munch on her? You sick ass bitch. Good morning, Ocean. How you doing? Good morning, Rubia. Good morning, Geraldine. Thank you, Geraldine, for welcoming the chat. And Ocean is in the building. Rubia is in the building. We all up in here. I'll be damn dishing out local. Dishing out lesbian tongue. That's all she doing is dishing out a lesbian tongue because her insides, we're not going to even talk about. This is not any way, shape, or form to be insensitive to anyone that may have problems, giving birth, or even thinking about conceiving a baby. This has nothing to do with you, and I apologize up front. I'm talking about this bitch that can't go half on a baby. I'm talking about this bitch uterus that's fried on the inside. She shouldn't even want to have a baby and bring a baby into this world. And a baby shouldn't even want to come down the birth canal, right? So I'm going to leave it at that because my mouth could be vicious and I don't want to turn my subscribers and my supporters away. Too bad. They already know my mouth is disgusting and ruthless, and I don't give a fuck about what I say to the whole chase. And that's where we leave that at. Okay. And I know this may be uncomfortable to some people that's listening, but consider the fact that this whore has said things about other people in a most negative light. This whore has posted other people, family members, in a negative light. That whore sit behind a black screen, right? She showed her face once or twice, and she have stabbed everybody in the back that have came into her presence, right? Shani was your only ally. And I say that respectfully because y'all come from the same culture, and I know how that go. You stabbed her in the back. Okay, I'm just waiting for you to stab Roz in the back so we can laugh at Roz. And I'm like, they're all gonna laugh at you. They're all gonna laugh at you, Roz. Don't even let it get to that point. You sharing your supporters with her, right? So, and then you had the nerve to say, am I in Roz's studio? I'm not in her studio. But if you are so great, if you are so wonderful, if you are so acclaimed, if you are so prestigious, why hasn't she reached 14,000 yet? Right? Why has Sweet Tea's in the building? Hi, Sweet Tea. Oh my goodness, I just thought you was oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I know you be busy. And I just had to give you a shout out because I heard your last live and I know nobody could roast like you and Sharita, your top two roasters. And it's not that you was defending or standing up for me, whatever, but you made light of the situation. I appreciate you, Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea is in the building. I said at one of my lives, anytime, and I was talking about Sweet Tea, she need to tag me in. And we tag team this hoe. Since her and Mel, the fucking demon, think they could tag team everybody. No, Scorpio and a freaking Leo, those are two powerful forces. Okay, we would definitely eliminate this Virgo hoe. Not nothing to Virgos, but she's a Virgo. She's a vicious Virgo. But we're gonna have to give her simmering. We're gonna have to simmer her down. She's a slut, right? She's fucked up inside. She can't even go half on a baby. That's why she's talking about other people's babies because her uterus is twisted. Right? Maybe we need to bury her uterus and her along with it. They have separate funerals. So there's no coming back. Here comes we definitely riding these hoes. I could think for myself, well, after today, you will have content directed to you, Bronx. You won't have to drag this topic out any further. Leave Myron out of this. You promoting this mess that's been left alone. No, I'm just putting a perspective on it. I'm just giving my insight. I can think for myself. I'm just giving my opinion, right? So was it okay for this whore that worked for, and nothing towards the sex workers. I think they should get paid and accommodated for their work. We respect them. But she's worked for a little back, and she worked for a hole in the wall organization. It's not like she worked for OnlyFans. She worked for Backpage. Backpage is disgusting, and I'm not going to even lie. I heard men talk about. I'm like, what is Backpage? And I was like, oh, this was years ago. And then I see how sneaky and underhanded Chase was. The whore, the Backpage. So I was like, oh, that bitch worked for Backpage. That bitch is a bleacher. That bitch uterus is all disorganized and fried. So I can't think for myself. I'm just saying. When she spoke about Mac Myron, long live Mac Myron, rest peacefully, the way she did, I'm just saying, considering the fact that what if her daughter perished before her and we have to give Mac Myron soul man? I don't think he will want to have anything to do with Chase or her daughter. All right? That's all I got to say about that shit. Let me see. Wait, let me see. I'm going to read some comments and then I'm going to sign off. I wonder, do they tell Roz not to drag a topic when she speaks on LA children? No, they encourage it and support it. And they throw up super chats and super stickers for her doing that. So these people are how you say, selective hearing. Good times. Roz and Chase stay talking about people, kids, and family, and their supporters praise and laugh at that. But when people rebuttal about their kids and family, it's disgusting. Make that make sense. Oh no, we making it make sense over here, good times, because that's what we do. We are sharp-minded and witty over here. We throw it in with the facts and give our perspectives. They can't handle it. Okay? They would never ever be able to handle it. That shit don't make no sense. The reason why I've been quiet lately, right? You all get a life is sickening. It is sickening. It's very sickening that a whore, as a sex worker, a possibly child molester, a possibly child predator, speaks so disgustingly about people's children, right? And before I end this, I'm gonna keep it 100. Sweet Teas in chat. Listen, somebody called me and said that this back page whore, this slut, this disgusting scumbucket posted your child, Sweet Tea, and I went in. I thought that was the most disgusting, violating thing to do, right? So I said, fuck that bitch Chase. That is a nasty, disgusting, despicable whore. And that's what I meant. Like behind the scenes, you know, we a lot of people was trying to get me to go against Sweet Tea. Not a lot, but a few. Just a tad bit. And I was like, nah, I'm not ever going to get Sweet Tea because we spoke on the phone. She's sweet. She's respectful. She's intelligent. And she's how you say it, cordial and polite. So when I heard that this back page whore had posted Sweet Tea's child, that something triggered me. Like, why are you posting her child? Why are you going digging deep and posting her child? I said, nobody likes this bitch Chase behind the scenes. Nobody likes you behind the scenes. These are the facts, though. Everybody that I have spoke to behind the scenes, that you don't come up in conversation like, oh, we're talking about you. But when you randomly come up, they be like, you're an evil, wicked hoe. You have no guidance, bitch. So when you posted, and I didn't even look at the picture because I was waiting for Sweet Tea to post her baby picture. I'm talking about the oldest one. You know, and then the person was like, oh, her daughter's mad pretty. She's mad sweet looking. You know, I think she's in college and everything. I'm like, why would she go post Sweet Tea's baby, her daughter? That is a violation. And from ever since, not from then, because I didn't like her from then. But when I heard that she posted your daughter picture for being evil and hateful, because that's what she is and that's what she's worth, I went in, right? And I want you to know that, Sweet Tea. So this is not nothing that's stemming from like me being crazy or me just thinking about shit, because I'm not looking at the comments right now. But she posts people pictures, family members, without their permission. She go digging deep because she's a dumpster diver. She's an ambulance chaser. She's a back page whore. She don't have no morals, no values, no integrity. She is disgusting. So Sandra said, you all get a life is sickening. No, we're not going to get a life. Our life is presented before you. You're going to either accept it or reject it. Okay. Good morning, Shauna. Let me see. Okay, let me go back because I'm about to end this live. Her case doesn't need to be on Fox News. It's not her case. It's not important. She doesn't give a damn what people are saying. She knows what she's doing and clearly doesn't give a fuck. So y'all should. I know y'all don't. Good morning, Unique V. Let me see what y'all talking about. I can't comprehend how Roz teamed up with Chase. Me either. That's like confusing. After saying her about her son, accepting an apology is one thing, but teaming up, they both phony. They are phony. Very phony, and I'm not scared to say it. Right. Also, Rod's daughter said, F all them MFers that spoke ill of her brother. That means Chase too. Yeah, Chase is the main one. Like, they Chase is the main one. She's a sick, twisted individual. She's unhinged. She need help. She need help outside of YouTube. She feeds off of the weak, which is a portion of her supporters, right? How does what LA do with her life and children affect the Raw Squad? Make it make sense. Exactly. I don't think they have an answer for that. Let me see. Let me see. People really think LA is the only one bad mother in the eyes. I'm sure you all have people in your family that can use some help in criticizing. That's true. Them like-minded whores, they all think like them hoes are not smarter than a fifth grader. They not. Because I used to watch, are you smarter than a fifth grader? And I'm not smarter than them. And I know someone that's unhinged and crazy and her thinking mindset and mentality that think like Chase do have nothing to live for. All right, why don't you just do what you have to do to put yourself out your misery? You sick, twisted bitch. Sweetie, she wants your pump. Hey, Ralph. That hoe's obsessed with her. She is. She, Sweet Tea. Hey, Ralph. Welcome to the chat. I'm fine. I'm just giving some, a little bit of commentary. It's going on 59 minutes. I probably have to log off because I do have to run out. But I wanted to come forward and let my subscribers and mostly my genuine supporters know that I'm here. I listen. I take into consideration. I thought about this long and hard before I even came up here. She get away with a lot of shit. Now she posting everybody because this bitch don't have no control over herself. I feel like my life could be in danger because this bitch is obsessed with me and many other people that she cannot like connect with. She probably have a disability that we don't know about. So we have to take that into consideration. She may very well suffer from a mental issue, and her mentality is not like the most of us. We get up here, we roast, we give our commentary, but she in particular used to. And I remember when I had the Bronx Girl page, how she used to post Roz, and I supported her. The first time I ever took in consideration of what she did is when she posted a picture of Roz in a white suit. And I'm like, yeah, Roz is overweight or whatever, but she took it to a level where she made sure Roz was her only content. I mean, she was like going in on Roz more than she used to go in on Coco and Lele. Like she became obsessed with Roz. Like she was sitting there kneeling down, sucking men off in their lives. She was one of those hoes, going in the live, throwing the prayer hands, calling them kings, sucking them off, right? And then coming back and saying that, oh, she never liked me. Good. I don't need you to like me at all. Nobody likes you. The only reason why you have the supporters that you have is because you can gaslight them and manipulate them into thinking what you're doing is content. I've been listening to you going in. No, you have? Right. She stays stalking our fat chat and families. That's right. Right, purpose driven. Yeah, she has from as long as I can remember. And I'm telling Sweet Tea, honestly speaking, that when she posted your daughter, someone was like, yo, she posted Sweet Tea's daughter. I'm like, why the fuck would she do that? What I said was, what if someone I'm gonna say what I say. I'm gonna say, what if someone put a beat in that bitch head? Like you going too far posting people's children and family. Like it's one thing to talk about them, but to post them, you started all this bullshit because you have nothing better to do with your time. That's your extra curriculum activities that you do. The fuck out of here. That bullying shit is not content. That is not content. Thank you. That's not content at all. My name is Glenn Guagmara. I don't know who's that, but okay. So, I see that the chat has stayed with me. Some of them logging off. Let her say what she want to say. She could say what she want to say. She could rock how she want to rock. That dumpster diving, ambulance chasing, back page, whole cock sucking, munch eater could say anything she want, right? But consider the fact when you speak about people, their living or deceased family members, either they take it personally, they don't. I'm doing this for fun. Right? I'm considering the facts that you have no discipline or structure, that you are a scumbag whore. You can't even make it to OnlyFans. You are stuck at the back page. Those are for filthy people like you. And you deserve to be shitted on when it comes to receiving payment. You sick, filthy whore. You're a munch. You're a cocksucker. You're a bleacher. You're a dirty gal. You're a MAGA overweight lover. Crack teeth. Ugly whore. Calling people ugly. You're not beautiful. You could get slapped up like anybody else. Like you could be forced to do things you don't want to do either. You sick whore. She's garbage. That's exactly what she is. She's garbage. Thank you, Doris. I'm gonna end the live because Doris said this was a good live, and she don't even have to Christian. Everybody in here that participated, Sweet Tea, I appreciate you coming by. I heard your live, and I didn't want to go live because the last live I shouted out your little baby daughter because you should use Aussie on her hair. That shampoo and conditioner makes your hair so soft. I have used it as a co-wash. I'm just, getting off topic for a while, but I watch your videos with your babies, and your daughter look just like you. She's sweet in the face. Both of them are sweet. Your family. I saw a picture of you when you was younger. You sweet, you cute then, and you cute now, right? So, like, I don't understand. Like, I know that you roast, so that's your thing, and Sharita roast, that's her thing. I'm not even that good, but I could practice, and we practice on this back page whore who is known as Chase today, the stupid sister, right? The one that can't go half on a baby because her insides is corrupt and distorted and diluted. You sick ass bitch. Okay, let me. All right, I'm gonna read this comment and I'm gonna log off. Good times. I'm sorry. Bronx, you don't have to think hard again about your content or commentary. You did awesome. Run it up just like they run it up. Thank you. Thank you. Good times. Okay, so Rubia, Bronx, I respect your platform because you call the truth without taking sides. I just don't like that you don't come on as often as others. It amazes me that you only have one mod and get it done. And that's the thing. Like, I only have one mod. So she was trying to use that against my mod, Candace. Convos with Candace, for the simple fact that Candace support Roz, and Candace support and is loyal to most of those hoes that she shouldn't be loyal to. But she let me know, like, Bronx, I support these people. And she let me know in her little Candace way that I shouldn't go in. She's biased. I mean, unbiased when it comes to me and that whore. Because I had to let Candace know in her live that me and Chad don't have beef. Nah, this is not a beef. This is commentary. This is me rebutting that whore in every which way. Let's bury this hoe for once and all. Bury her alive. We make no mention of it because she get off on this. Now we're gonna wait for that whore to yell and scream at the top of her lungs because she have nothing to do because she's a cock-sucking munch eater. And that's all I got to say about that. Sick ass bitch. Sweet Tea is in the chat. Thank you, Sweet Tea, for coming. Where's Sweet Tea? Oh, there she goes. Sweet Tea came by. Thank you, Sweet Tea, for coming by. You are beautiful. You are smart and intelligent. We know that from whenever. We know that. And I want to clear it up. Me and Sweet Tea talked months ago. I didn't share it with nobody because I didn't think it was necessary. But we spoke during the time I had Bronx Girl, and we came to a conclusion. We respected one another. Okay, I could like connect with Sweet Tea virtually because she had respected me. She has. I have respected her, and I appreciate that about Sweet Tea. So Sweet Tea is the one that I know if any time you want me to tag me in, you are free to do so. Okay. YouTube is not paying for this kind of content, though. That's why I put up a disclaimer. I don't have to monetize. I don't monetize every video because I know how nasty and dirty and disgusting my mouth can be. I can think for myself. I'm ruthless. I have no qualms about it. Do you turn on the monetization? No, I don't. Thank you, Miss Jackson. I don't turn on no monetization. I can think for myself because you just said that my content is ruthless. They don't pay for ruthless content like this. This is free of charge for everyone. This is free of charge for anyone that felt offended by back page chasing, ambulance chasing whore, right? A cock sucking munch eater. And I'm going to end it like that. So I would like to thank everyone that came into my chat, Fanny and excuse me, Sweet Tea. And Sweet Tea, I appreciate Sweet Tea. You coming in this chat made me feel so good. Just to go to show that how women can support each other behind the scenes, not behind the scenes. I don't want people to get it twisted. Can support one another and still be respectful of each other's content. Thank you, Sweet Tea. Like, you Christian my chat also, along with the people that came in here and Christian it. We're on our way up. And these hoes are going to stay down. They're going to stay down in the ground. You sick ass bitches. Thank you. I appreciate everyone. I want everybody to have a beautiful, lovely day. And if you haven't already, subscribe and comment and put a comment in the section. Go ahead, dislike or like. So have a great day, everyone. And I don't want to have to come back on these terms. Thank you. Have a good day.